Okay, today we are going to set up our paper for our self-portrait. So the first thing you're going to do is write your name and hour on the back. Okay, and turn your paper over. Okay, so talked a little bit about Leonardo da Vinci and the golden ratio, and there are some tricks to help make the proportions right for your drawing. So the first thing is your hand is roughly the same size as your face, or it's a good start for drawing. And I'm going to put my hand kind of in the middle of my paper, and I'm going to draw a line, a little line at the top of my middle finger and at the base of my palm. Okay? So that is about the size of my head, and that's a good placement for my portrait. Now our head shapes, every head is shaped a little bit differently, but basically to start out, you want to have kind of a egg shape, an oblong oval shape. It's wider at the top and more narrow at the bottom. And I'm doing this is a pretty sketchy line. It might be hard to see, but it's a lighter line that shows my head shape. And I'm going to do this lightly so that I can erase as needed, okay? So then the next thing is I want to find where my eyes are. And your eyes are in the middle of your head. So I'm going to look top to the bottom and just kind of sight it. And I think the middle is about right there. So I'm going to draw a line right in the middle. Again, it's a pretty light line. And that is my eye line. Halfway between my eye line and my chin is the base of my nose. So I'm going to do another line right there. Okay. I'm going to write this to the side. I don't want you to on your page because you don't need it. But for my demo, I'll put it on here. Base of nose. Then I'm going to split in a half and half between the base of the nose and the bottom lip, bottom of the chin. And that will be bottom lip. Okay. Next up, I'm going to work on my neck. Now, you want to think about on your own body, if you feel behind your ears, that's where your neck is. So no lollipop necks like this, okay? If anybody's neck was that skinny, your head would just flop over. So we're not doing football players either with like super huge necks, but just a nice kind of back behind where the ears would be. And then I'm going to make kind of a nice S curve coming down. My pencil got in the way, for my shoulders. And the nice thing about this again is if it's not quite right, we can always go back and check it later. Okay. Then we're going to go back to our eyes. And I think I told you before that your face is 5 eyes wide. So this is when it's a little bit tricky because we're going to just kind of make a mark in the middle. Okay, so that's kind of the space in between. And then I'm going to make another mark here for my eye, and another mark here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should be about even. So I might need to do a little tweaking for the width of my head. There we go. Okay, so this will be start and end points for my eyes. Okay. Last thing that we'll do today before we take a break and do our practice eyes and noses and mouths to get a feel for that is to figure out your hairline. So everybody's hairline's a little different. My hairline, let's see, I part my hair kind of going this way, and it just kind of swoops across and then comes down. And it kind of swoops over this way and comes down. And then I have a part kind of going back. Okay, so that is my hairline. Maybe it's a little lower. There we go. Okay, so now we have a basis and some measuring tools for starting our portrait.